just a few conference series left, the Drover baseball team is eager for a spot in the Senior Athletic Conference tournament. Senior Jake Dunbar is one of USAO's best hitters and is eager to finish his final season strong. He talks to us right now. This is In the Saddle.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome to another edition of In the Saddle with Drover Sports. Our guest this week is Jake Dunbar, and he's from Lancefield, British Columbia, plays for the Drover baseball team, and thanks for coming on the program.
Yep, thank you.
All right, talk about the season a little bit now as you guys get ready to wrap up the regular season.
It's been, well, we started off good. We've been on a little bit of a slide, but for the most part, we're doing good in conference. We're hanging in there we played some really tough teams these last couple weeks. Hung in there with them. The final goal is to make the conference tournament, so right now it's looking good. We just need to get our job done here in the end of the year, and hopefully we'll be there in the end.
Had a tough series against Wayland Baptist. I know you guys wanted to win, get maybe one or two wins out of there. Suffered a couple of one-run losses that were kind of tough.
Yeah. I mean, they're lower in our conference, but I knew they were a good team. I mean, last 2 years we played them. They've been a really strong team, and I mean, we went down there, the wind was blowing out. They got a couple hits that went over the fence, and we were hitting well, just couldn't find a way to get that extra run in when we needed it. But I mean, we didn't play bad, we played good, so sometimes you just don't get the win.
It's the way it goes sometimes. Came back home and had a big win against Hillsdale Baptist, though, 22-0, so that was pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, we needed that. We were on a little bit of a losing streak. We need to get that monkey off our back, get that win, and I think everyone's swing's looking good now. Everyone's feeling good, so that's what we need going into Lubbock.
Had a 4-for-4 day against Hillsdale, so that's one of your better games as a drover.
Yeah, some days you're just feeling it. Some days it just feels good out there, and you just got to try and keep that going as long as you can.
Well, talk about your career here at USAO, and I guess before we do that, from British Columbia, we've had some guys from Canada on the show in the past, and did one of those guys kind of direct you to USAO?
My friend Brandon Dean, who played here my first year with me, he was the one. I played with him in high school. I grew up with him, and I was just talking to him one day in the summer and asked him if he knew of anyone that was looking for someone to play, and he told me about Coach Ross. I called him, and within 2 or 3 weeks I was down here. So it was pretty quick, actually. I went from not knowing what I was going to do to being down here in a couple of weeks.
Now, you played 1 year of a junior college, is that right, before you came to USAO?
Yeah, it's a college in the hometown where I'm from, and I think it's a 4-year school, but it's really confusing with down here and up there. Yeah, it was a good school to play at, and I learned a lot there and helped me out down here.
What have you liked about USAO?
I really liked that it's a smaller school, especially in the classrooms. The classrooms aren't that big, so it's a lot easier to talk to the teachers if you need help or this and that. And I really like the baseball down here. You can play all year round with the weather. It's at home sometimes that's a problem. The weather, it's not warm. It's not even really warm right now at home, but I mean I like that we can be outside pretty much all year round and work on what we need to work on.
Now, it had pretty big snowstorms this past winter, and that's not normal in Oklahoma, but I'm sure it kind of felt right at home to you. Huh?
Yeah, it's funny when people talk about snowstorms down here, and you see 6 inches of snow on the ground, and where I'm from, sometimes you get 2 feet of snow overnight. So, but I mean, the worst thing down here is the ice. We never get that kind of stuff at home. So, I mean, not a lot of snow, but you get a lot of ice. So.
All right. We'll talk about you're getting ready to wrap up your studies now. What are your plans after school?
Well, I have to stay down here in the summer to graduate, and then after that, I'm probably just going to go home and find a job and hopefully make some money. Maybe go up north and work up there.
Well, you're a physical education major, so do you think you might be able to go in that area? Or?
Yeah, eventually I want to try and get into teaching, but it's not, the jobs aren't the same up there as they are down here. You can't really coach and teach, so I'm going to try and do a couple other things first, and then maybe down the line try and teach.
Of course, just finished up with Drover stock the last week or so. Did you get a chance to take in that, or you guys were at Wayland?
Yeah, no, I didn't. We left in the afternoon on Thursday when they had it, so I never got a chance to get up here. But I've been to it in the last couple of years, and those drawings out there are pretty crazy.
Pretty nice, aren't they?
Pretty nice, yeah.
Some good artists around the area. Well, hey, thanks for coming out and being on the show.
Appreciate it.
And good luck with your future. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Jake Dunbar, our guest on this week's edition of In the Saddle with Drover Sports.
Well, that's our show. Make sure to tune in next week because we have a very special guest. We'll see you then on In the Saddle.
Let's play ball.